Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I would take the time to make this video. It's really important that we understand things in their proper context. This is Joe Imbriano, the Fullerton Informer, P.O. Box 4121, Fullerton, California, 92834. And I want to wait for the news to come in here before we get into the meat and the potatoes. It's an odd time, but the sun is beautiful today. Very nice and warm, and as promised, we're going to talk at lunchtime. So I wanted to explain why Flat Earth is key to understanding 5G, because it is an extremely important correlation that you must understand in order to figure out how to deal with the solution. It's what we face, ladies and gentlemen. And what we face is nothing short of a nightmare. But here's the deal. The Earth's flat, ladies and gentlemen. It's as flat as a pancake. It's as flat as a board. And why is that? Well, not just because the Bible says it is, it's because it is, folks. And the Bible leads you to Jesus Christ, and that's the first and foremost issue of importance in all my work, okay? Now, when you understand that millimeter waves cannot travel very far on the ground, that's why they got to put them every couple hundred feet. When you understand that the absorption spectrum of 5G is water molecules and oxygen molecules, you realize that transmitting these signals over any considerable distance is a virtual impossibility. And it therefore is totally logically simple to conclude that transmission from space is an impossibility for that reason alone. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details, folks, but I will tell you that you can't get millimeter waves to travel 65,000 miles through the clouds and through the smog and through the fog and everything else. So you need to understand, first and foremost, that the 5G is not going to work from space, folks. And anyone that pushes that nonsense is literally lying to you. Now, there's no doubt that millimeter wave communications can be used in a vacuum or in an environment where there is no oxygen or atmospheric gases to knock it down, or the transmitters are close to the receivers. But to go from space, folks, are you kidding me? You got to understand something. There's a very large concerted effort. It involves a well-connected web of individuals and years and precept upon precept of absolute bullshit when it comes to science. That has got everybody believing that we're on some spinning ball with stuff floating around up there. We live in a closed system, ladies and gentlemen, and there are no satellites in space. Space is a closed system. We live under a firmament, just like the Bible says. They're not going to get us from space, folks. They're going to get us from the ground. And these people that are part of this scam are trying to tell you to worry about it coming from space so you feel hopeless, so you won't deal with the stuff on the ground, folks. These transmitters, like I had pointed out, are going to be in your backyards. And if you're stupid enough, they'll be in your house. And that has always been the crux of my discussions. The tenets of my arguments is that you can't be stupid enough to bring this crap into your house. What a nice day. You know, it's amazing. In Southern California, we've had like a week and a half of rain. Look at the sky. Nothing in it. blue as can be. Did you ever wonder why the sky's blue, ladies and gentlemen? It's not because your daughter sprayed a bunch of paint up there. There's water above us, and lots of it. We underestimate the incredible nature of this creation because we've been dumbed down by a bunch of controlled opposition thugs in the media and in the school district and in academia. 5G can't work from space because it can't even work very well on the ground. That's why they got to put these antennas every 300 feet. And by the way, you're going to see them. And they'll be reachable with a ladder or perhaps even right in front of your house at eye level. And if you're stupid enough to bring in a WiGig transceiver into your house, then you deserve what you get. You got to understand that the globe Earth is a lie, and it's part of a psyop. It's not the other way around, folks. You see, the Earth is stationary and immovable, and there's nothing floating around up there except for balloons. That's where we get these high altitude pictures. It's all fake. Look at the imagery on Google Earth. Come on. I mean, seriously, you guys, are you not in a position to where you could see more than a 5th grader can? I mean, my kids even see through this crap. It's just logical, okay? The pictures are all fake. The flat Earth is extremely important because it does two things. It proves that the Bible is accurate, which leads us to a relationship and salvation through Jesus Christ, which people who refuse to talk about, you will know a sheep by the color of its wool, and you will know a wolf by the sharpness of its fangs, ladies and gentlemen. And you will know a tree by its fruit. Little black helicopter action. Take a look at the National Guard here, huh? I wonder what they're getting ready for. You guys see that? See those every day. All the time. Where were we before I got interrupted by that noisy thing that's got a bunch of guys with machine guns on it? Look, folks, the biblical model for cosmology is victorious in all aspects. You see, there's nothing floating around in space that's going to get us, folks. They might have a balloon up there with some cameras on it, maybe a weather monitoring station. All the weaponry's on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. They want you afraid. They don't want you thinking that you have the ability to win this battle. You see, if they got the weaponry in your backyard, you know what that means? It's your backyard, folks. You make a decision. The weaponry's in your front yard, that's your front yard. You make a decision. How do you deal with the weaponry that's in your backyard or in your front yard? You got to think about it, folks.